Boom shakalaka. Welcome back to the Austin Automate YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you my top 3 strategy to get free business to business B2B leads all day long. And one of these is my absolute favorite. I've made tens of thousands of dollars on this one strategy alone, and I'm going to save that to the very end. The very first strategy, some of you have probably heard about it, and I'm actually gonna show you right now. I've actually got it right here. It's a little more simple than you might think. However, there's a couple tactics that you want to implement so that you don't come off needy, because interested is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. As Alex Ramosi would say, here's a writer downer. Interested is interesting. If you seem interested in what the other person is doing, they are going to find you interesting. So the number one way that I get B2B leads is networking events. Okay. I look on Facebook, I look on local groups, I look on Meetup, and I look up free networking events. Why? Because there's going to be a whole bunch of business owners that are there looking for your business. The last trade show I went to, I walked around from booth to booth and I asked every single person the same exact questions. How are you acquiring customers? And do you have automated systems to follow up with those customers? They said no. And I said, hey, listen, I can't get into that whole thing right now, but I do have an AI bot that can actually follow up with your clients and your leads on autopilot. If I sent you some information, would you be open to taking a look? And I do not tell them anything about what I do. And then I go into, so what do you do? How long have you been doing it? You must like it. And so I have a series of questions that I ask these business owners. I say, so what do you do? How long have you been doing it for? You must like it, huh? It pays the bills, right? If someone was new and wanted to get into it, how would they get into it? And I ask them so many questions and I show them that I'm interested in what they're doing. And then they go, well, what do you do? Oh, I build AI automation bots that follow up with your leads on autopilot. But like I said, I'll send you some information about that. I'd love to connect with you later. And then I go right back into what they do. I create this curiosity train. And look at this. People show up to networking events to hand out their business card, their information. And what I do is I take notes on the back of this lady. She wanted me on the radio. She was like, would you come and be a person on my radio? And hundreds of business cards from people that all I said was, oh, I set up automation systems that follow up with your leads quick and easily to where you don't have to. And I keep it very curiosity driven based. And I make sure that I am interested in what they're doing so that they're interested in what I do. So that is the first way. Again, the third technique is my absolute favorite, but this is the first way that I get free business B2B leads. I show up to these networking events and I'm very curious. I build out AI bots and they're like, oh, they do what? Oh, they follow up with your leads so you don't have to. Or I build AI bots that turn older cold data into new appointments. I build AI bots that respond to inquiries on your website so you don't have to respond to them. I build AI bots that follow up with your Facebook leads so that you don't have to actually cold call and get rid of the tire kickers and stuff like that. And then I go right back into what they do, how long they've been doing it, how they do it, why they love it. And interested is interesting. So that is strategy number 1 on literally how I just fill my pocket full of free B2B leads. Then I go home and I enter these into my high level account and I put them in there. And then I start an automated series of, hey, and so this is Austin. We met at blank, and I have a whole email and a text message thing set up. It was great talking to you, blah, 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 blah. I actually even have a lead form that I can just fill out. If I get this person's information, I can fill out the lead form and I could hit submit. And it then sends them a text message and an email. I actually set that up when I was doing door-to-door sales, and it actually worked quite well at networking events. So that is the first strategy on how I get free B2B leads, is networking events. If you are an introvert, this is perfect for you because you don't have to do a whole lot of talking. Memorize these questions. What do you do? How long you been doing it? You must like it, huh? Pays the bills. In a perfect world, what would you rather be doing? And ask them so many questions until they turn it back on you and say, what do you do? Oh, I build AI bots that follow up with your leads so you don't have to, but I don't want to get into that too much. And then I go right back to them. I tell you what, they'll give you their information, and then they're going to be waiting for you to reach out to them. I've had so many people and they're like, do you have a card? And I go, I don't do cards. I do relationships. What's your cell phone number? And I pull out my cell phone and I take their cell phone number down and I write their number down and I send them a text message immediately. Okay. So that is strategy number 1 on how I get free B2B leads. Now, strategy number 2, This I'm going to give credit to Jeff Lopez with Bot Launch. He showed me this and I was like, I've done this a couple times, but not at the length that he's done it. And what he does is he uses the Facebook ads library because he's targeting people, very specific business owners that that are already spending money on their business. Okay. They are already spending money and you don't have to convince them that they should put money into their business to make money. So you're basically already looking for a higher level of client. All right, so this right here is the Facebook ads library. And let's say I want to find chiropractors that are running ads because I want to target chiropractors and I want to tell them that I have an AI bot that can help respond to their Facebook ad inquiries. Okay, so I'm going to type in chiropractors and I'm going to hit submit. And what this is going to do is this is going to show me a list of chiropractors that are running Facebook ads. And the cool thing is you already know that someone clicks get offer or book now or learn more, and it takes them to some sort of form, some sort of something. And then the front desk person spends 5, 10, maybe, a couple hours the next day, the next week to follow up. And since you're selling an AI bot that can respond to Facebook ad inquiries, or you're selling something that can you're selling an AI bot that can automate the entire response process. I go through and you can click on any one of these and I go, okay, cool. Halverson Family Chiropractic. I can open their Facebook account. I have a phone number, I have an email address, and I have a website. And so what you do is you have a VA, you pay someone $3 an hour to go through and scrape all of the contact information, the email address, the phone number, and you basically build a spreadsheet, build a list of people that are running ads. And what you do is you can look for the ads that have been running for quite some time. A lot of these say started January 2nd. The cool thing is if I scroll down or if I filter and I say ads that have been running since April, May, June, you can find people that have been running ads for months and months. But look at all of these people, these chiropractors that are spending money on their advertising. So you don't have to convince them. This one's a $21 chiropractic screening, $49. And all of them could use an AI bot that responds to website inquiries. So like I said, I click on their Facebook page. I have my VA get their phone number, their email, their website. And then that way I start to build a list to where I can call this person and say, hey, listen, I see that you're running ads. If I had an AI tool that could help you convert more of your leads that you're getting without increasing your Facebook ad spend, would you be open to taking a look? And it's that simple. These are free leads of my exact target audience, and they're already spending money. And every single one of them, I can guarantee you would like to get more out of their ads. So that is strategy number 2 for finding free business to business leads. Now, strategy number 3 is my absolute favorite. You can do this a little bit light. You can do this a little bit more advanced, but here we go. We're going to dive right in. My top strategy where I have made tens of thousands of dollars, finding B2B leads free, absolutely free, is inside of Facebook groups. Now check this out. What I will do, this is all inside of one Facebook group, and this has been over the years. You can see I've been doing this since 2022, 2023. One of the things I would do is I would go to Spreaker.com and I would set up a podcast. I actually did this in 3 different industries. This is a great way to get past the gatekeepers. And I would say, I'm interviewing local business owners for a podcast. What local business or business owners deserves a shout out? 141 locals. I live in a city called Grand Haven, so I go to a Facebook group called Grand Haven Informed, and I basically go and I ask what business needs a shout out. And then I get all of these people tagging business owners. Hey, my friend owns this business. My friend owns this. And then I would go in the comments and I would ask the person, hey, can you put me in a 3-way chat with them? Then I would actually host an interview. And in my interview, my interview was where I would ask them like pre-qualifying questions. I would never pitch to them during the interview. And then 3 days later, I would say, hey, I'm going to publish the interview. And you had mentioned that you had this and this problem. If I could help you solve that, would you be open to taking a look at it? And because I had already interviewed them, they were way willing to take a look at what I had to offer them. And it was like a very slow pitch. Like no one was expecting that I went from asking if interview podcasts to then being in a 3-way chat with the business owner to actually hosting an interview and recording an interview over Zoom. And then a week later, when I say I'm uploading the interview saying, hey, I can actually solve this problem that we talked about on the interview. Would you be open to take? They're not expecting that. Then you can see here, please help. Where's the best place to get a haircut? This is when I was looking for hair salons. A bunch of people tagged a whole bunch of hair salons. And the cool thing is I reach out to these people and I say, hey, can you put me in a three-way chat with the owner? I would like to talk to them. Same thing here, business owners and entrepreneurs. If I hosted a free virtual workshop showing exactly how I generate leads online, would anybody be interested? Looking for honest feedback. I had 75 people comment, yes, they would be interested. Now, this particular group, I actually turned into, I started building a pool called Michigan Sober Business Network. I do a lot of work in the sober area, in the sobriety network, and I built a Facebook group of 100 business owners, local business owners that I have been being in touch with through these Facebook group posts. So I post and I look for business owners, and then I ask them if they would like to be a part of my business network. What is your favorite local nonprofit you want to shout out? 36 people tagged different nonprofits. Here's another one. I'm doing an interview of locals making a difference in the community live on Facebook. Who do you know that I should know about? And they tagged a whole bunch of business owners. Looking for a half a cow. This is when I was helping a customer of mine look for farms. He wanted B2B leads, and I was trying to show him, like, hey, listen, they're all over Facebook. Here's exactly how you find farmers. And then I was like, looking for a half cow, grass fed, grass finished. Who knows who I should contact? And then they were putting me in touch with these local farmers. And then when we were looking for weight loss clients, has anyone ever lost weight, gotten healthier simply by walking, asking for a friend with limited options? And then 153 people jumped in, and this actually started a Facebook group that grew pretty rapidly around walking. And so this is one of my top strategies on how I have gotten free B2B leads. Sometimes I turn it into a podcast, and then that's the way that I get past the gatekeeper. So that's my third strategy on how I get free B2B leads is I go into these Facebook groups and I ask questions. I don't just say, hey, I want to work with some businesses, or hey, I have an AI tool. No, I want to use the Facebook algorithm. I want people to comment, and I'm like, hey, where's the best place to get a steak around here? And then people are going to put a whole bunch of restaurants. Who knows any chiropractors, like the actual chiropractor that they trust? You're going to get a whole bunch of people tagging the actual doctor. Hey, I'm new in town. I'm looking for a dentist. Who actually knows the dentist that I could actually trust and go to? People are going to tag they're going to tag the doctor in it. Go into these groups, engage with these groups, and then ask them questions where they're actually going to tag the business owner, and then ask them to put you in a three-way chat with the business owner so that you can actually like build rapport and be connected. Those are my top 3 ways that I have been getting B2B leads. Absolutely free, does not require any money. The first way, networking events. Just go, they're on Meetup, they're on Facebook events. You just go to these free meetups, be interested is interesting. Tell them, hey, I build AI automations that follow up with your leads, but I'm really here to find out what you do. And I'm just really interested in their business. Strategy number 2, again, Jeff showed me this one. Go to the Facebook ads library, especially if you're trying to find people that are running Facebook ads and they're already spending money on their business. And you have an AI bot that can respond to their leads, respond to their form fills, and do that. And then strategy number 3, go into Facebook groups. If you want to start a podcast so that you can do a little bit longer of an approach and actually play the long game and build some rapport and actually interview them, actually start the podcast. Like, start a local podcast and bring on local business owners and ask them. You could even say, hey, how hard was it to get through COVID? Like anything. Then you can start your own Facebook group, start funneling people into there. Hey, business owners, I have here over 1,000 people, 1,000 businesses that have been tagged. And then you saw on that one post that said, if I was to run a free lead gen, the funny thing is someone commented on that Facebook post where I was like, hey, if I was to do a free lead generation masterclass, who would be interested? And the guy said, are you just going to teach people how to post on Facebook looking for business owners? And I laughed because I was like, that is one strategy, as you can obviously tell. You guys, those are the 3 top ways that I get free business to business leads. Again, it is a little bit of a hustle. I'm not paying for Facebook ads. I have to go out there, I have to communicate. But if you have more time than money, these 3 strategies absolutely work. You get contacts. You get people to know you, like you, trust you. You get people that are interested in you, that want you to talk to them, that want to reach out to you. Those are my 3 top strategies for getting free business to business leads, especially if you sell AI automation bots. You guys have a great rest of your day. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, write them in the comments. Thank you, every single one of you, for tuning in. Love every single one of you, and I'll see you in future trainings. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Woo!